Hello dear friends, g'day, g'day, g'day. My name is Chrissy, thank you for joining me. To Xrissart, thank you. Xrissart, sorry, what am I saying? I was having a giggle, that's you distracted me. Hi MD, hi Cherry, hi Angie. First, second, third. Very good. All right. Wow, okay. Part five, and I haven't really done all, I mean, it looks like I haven't done all that much, but I truly have, I promise. Although I am having a chat while we're doing this. So for all of those who are joining in on for the first time, just letting you know what my art supplies are here. I'm using a 30 by 40 centimeter Pastelmat sheet. Anthracite is the colour. That's the colour, as you can see. It's sort of like a, you know, a charcoaly colour. I'm using PanPastels. I'm going to be using Pastel Pencils. I'm going to be using soft pastels as well. And last week, what I did is I was working on the chef's cap, and what I have consciously thought about the shadows and the colour in which I'm going to go with the shadows, and I'm thinking the violet, only because I tell you there's a few ways. First of all, violet is a very good colour for shadow, and also Payne's grey or blue, you know, those kind of colours. Obviously, see, violet, there's blue in it, make a really nice shadow colour. I've put violet in the background. Now you may be able to see on screen or on camera, but there's a bit of dark violet involved. Also, there's a bit of, you know, like a bit of sienna, raw umber. Yeah, so to make it a little bit warm as well. So there's warm and cools here, I can see. So I'm just going to get going. I'm going to get going now. Of course, I've got my my palette that I use all the time. It's not anything specific. It is just I've got it. I use it because of the shade of the paper. Although, if you knew where I got it from, you'll be going, Chrissy, why are you using it for this? I'm thinking, well, it's the Sennelier paper. It's the pastel paper that you would use for artwork, but I just like the colour. So anyway, so all right, so I'll get with the program. Oh, hang on, I was cleaning my brushes. Where did they go now? Oh, bugger. Is it this one? Yeah, it could be that one. And it could be that one. Yes, it is. MD, you have something to tell us. Go ahead. Yes, Angie. As Angie says, do tell. Do tell. Okay, so here we go. Thinking where to start. Okay, there is an artist who paints a whole of those who have knowledge, and his name is... Well, you can tell us. You mean painting with the pans? Oh, there's lots of people that paint with the pans. Oh, definitely. But let me know so I don't misunderstand what you say. So, and that's okay. Go slow. We'll understand what you're trying to tell us. Oh my gosh, now what have I done? I've picked up this. Okay, so I am... Oh, and of course I'm using a paper towel. I'm always cleaning my brushes this way. Look, I've tried, I tell you what, these are so strong. Oh, Jolena, hello, my darling, how are you? Nice to see you. I know this is very late in the UK, so I know, Cherry, you girls must be in bed watching this. That's all I can say. Well, close enough. Okay, so these brushes I found, but even this brush as well. You know, these brushes have been very good to me. I'll tell you why. Because of the bristles. They haven't come away. They're still in the... I've forgotten the word. It was just about the... Oh my gosh. It's still intact. The word will come to me. Oh my gosh, I've just drawn a blank. I know what it is. Jeez. Oh, anyway, so these have been really strong for me. So all of these bristle brushes and of course, like I'll use, people say to me, what are you using there? But I will use everything that will give me the outcome I want. For me, that there's no wrong or right way to go about doing this. So, okay. All right, so, okay, the colors that I've got here that I'd like to use are the Violet Extra Dark. I've got my neutrals here, which are going to help me with all of those shadows. And I've got my black and white. I've got my raw umber group of colors here. So they're the colors that I'm going to be mainly using at the moment. Again, here we go, limited palette. Again, very limited indeed. So, and I have my, yes, and of course the best tool in my toy box is the kneaded eraser. This is by far my savior. I mean, I've got some really good tools here, and they're all very, very simple and not expensive to get. So a kneaded eraser. Another tool is this bit of paper and a few brushes here and there, so to help me go through this project. So I would like to, so what is it? Lucio Fontana? Maybe you know his name, right? Okay, however, I read he paints the whole, he can see himself by the universe eyes. Oh, I know, it's very unusual. Maybe you know, okay. Well, I'm going to have to look him up. I'll have to write this one down. Hope, is that the right spelling, MD? Is that the right spelling? Because, I'm going to write that one down. So what is it? But if it's not the right spelling, I'll look for it. Fontana, yeah. All right, I've written it down. I'm going to have a look. All right, so, okay. Maybe I'll start with this section here. Maybe this section. Okay. Oh, you're not sure? No, I'm not sure. Okay, that's all right, because I get confused with names too sometimes. So, all right. We'll I'll see how we can how I can find this one out. Okay, I'm just going to put a bit of glassine here and a bit of the paper towel, because I can safely work this way. I'm not going to ruin what I've done, even on top of this part of the head. So, okay. Okay, I just fell asleep a bit, but I snorted like a pig, which woke me up. Then remembered to come into the stream. Here I am. Oh, Jelena, you're a funny lady. You just crack me up. What a crack up. Ah, dear. Very, 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 very funny. All right, so if we're looking at my little brushes, my little teeny weeny brush may have to come out. So I think what I'll do, actually, second thoughts, I'm going to outline my dark bits, because I really don't want to lose my map, and it will happen that I will lose my map. So I'm going to go with my violet, and I'm just going to touch on this. If I put that down, I'm not going to see. Look at that. It is so close. It's anthracite. I would have normally have done that. But I need to distinguish my lines. So I'm just going to put my lines in. And of course, these are all the initial layers. So I'm not too fussed at the moment. And I really want to get these creases right if I can. May even mix. Let's see, may even mix. Oh, that's all right. I can do that. That's okay. Mixing violet with that. That's good. I can do that. Thinking on my feet as such. Hi, Nan. Hello. Well, this piece is moving along at lightning speed. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, it's so nice to see you, Nan. I'm so pleased. I've missed you, my darling. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Ali, hello. Okay, hello. I found out that Derwent released 24 extra large intense blocks. Hang on, we've been talking about this. Oh, is it extra large? They also extra large charcoal blocks. XL tinted charcoal, some more. Hang on, I think I've got these. But are they new? Are they new? Oh, are they different colours? You know what? I might even show you what I've got. Oh, okay. Well, look, remind me, please, because I have got some, and I wonder if it's if they're the same one. So I'm getting all tongue-tied here. Yes. Oh well. Please talk. Are they new, Ali? Because I know that the graphite ones. 24 large intank, large, like as in large. Well, that's interesting. Yes, well, you see now, look at this. It's a very fast pace, as you can see. Not. Oh dear. Okay. Only the 28 pencils are new colours. Oh, okay. They aren't doing the new colours in blocks. Okay. I see. Well, okay. Here we go. Angie. Lucio Fontana. How about that? Am I saying that right? Lucio Fontana was an Argentinian Italian painter, sculptor and theorist. He is mostly known as the founder of spatialism, which was an art movement in 1947. It's very interesting. Okay, now let me write this one down because it's okay. Oh, not this one. Oh, this is something that I need to show you. I'm going to show you a purchase in a minute, but let me write this down. Lucio Fontana. Am I pronouncing it correctly for all of those, for the Italians? Do we have Italians here? No, we don't. All right. Yeah. Oh, you had a hair. You had your hair cut off, Chris. Yes, I have. I get bored. Okay, I get bored. Okay, I thought it was pulled back, Julie. Okay, but I think you're right. Oh, thank you, Nan. Yeah. Oh, look, it is, it is, no. It's all short. Heidi, hello. I haven't been able to join for a while. I see you're rocking a new shorter hairstyle. Yes, thank you. Unless it's just your hair long. No. It's hair. It's short. I've cut it. Look. I've cut it. It's short. It's short at the back and a bit long at the front. But yes, you've got no idea how easy it is for me to take care of. But yes. I have, yeah, it's funny. Straight after the live stream last week, I had a hair appointment, a hairdresser's appointment, and I wasn't really, I was only just going to, you know, just do things to maintain my hair. But I thought, you know what? Stuff it. Just cut it off. So that's it. I wish we were closer. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you thought it was a ponytail, Ange? Yeah, no, this is okay. No, it's short. It's short. It's actually above the collar, by the way. Oh, yeah. Usually when it's summertime, you tend to cut hair, so at least you don't have to, you know, worry about, you know, like getting hot and stuff like that. But no, I'm the opposite, of course. Of course, the opposite. You know, it's bloody freezing here. Now, you would think, Chrissy, freezing. But yes, it's freezing here, and of course I cut my hair. So what's that? Yeah. Wow. All of these little there we go. Okay. Ali says the old set of XL graphite blocks had 4 graphite XL, yes, and 2 regular yes. There are 2 new colours of the XL graphitint, being Port and Aubergine. Oh. The XL graphite blocks have 4 more colours. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. Nan says, yeah, I tried graphitint this week and didn't like it. Anyone else? Yeah. Oh, look, it's, you know, it's very good for sketching, and there's the water-soluble one as well. Oh, Angela, thank you so much. Sweet. Okay, Heidi says, Chrissy, so, just curious, what is it about the baker picture that appeals to you the most? Very good question. Okay, now, of course, as you know, Heidi, you did mention, like last week, that this is probably not my normal type art. And yes, you are correct. But what interests me a lot about this is there's a few things, and I'll paint as I talk. There's a few things. What interests me is I like the light. I like the somehow this baker looks intense to me, and I like the intensity of the pose. That is one. That is the second reason. And I thought, and number 2, I needed to challenge myself with fabric again, because I know how to paint fabric, but every now and again, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. So I wanted to, see, now this is where I got to be careful, where I put this light value. It's just about there. So, you know, to make it, so that's what this is what interests me. So this is what's interested me about this project. And thirdly is that I wanted to join in with the inspirations that we do on Share Your Art with Xrissart, because I normally put these up for everyone to paint and draw, but I never do them myself. So, and I've been doing these every month for such a long time, and this is the second one I've done, so that's the reason. Yeah. Okay, it's cold and wet here too. I don't believe it. Oh my gosh. Hi Lisa, hello. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Jelena says, yeah, I did that once. My hair was very long down to my bottom. I told the hairdresser to cut it to my shoulders. Gave me a fringe while laughing about it. The fringe was a mistake. Hair is long again. Yeah. Well, you know, hair will grow, won't it? So hair does grow. So I have had it short before, but well, this is probably why this project is working very slowly, Nan, because I'm working with a very teeny tiny brush. But I just want to get these details in before I go in. Make sure I don't lose what I've Okay, I'm Abigail. Oh, I'm so glad you're here as well. Hello, hello. I was just about to show a purchase. First of all, I want to ask. Now, I know Jelena, you've been very good and you haven't purchased so far, but I will ask anyway. Has anyone made any purchases this week for art supplies? I've got to say, my purchases these days are few and far between. Only because, you know, I've got enough in my paint box. But you know what? Sometimes I say to myself, I haven't had enough. You know, when I want to try something else, something that I haven't tried, and it's something that I want to share. So definitely wanted to ask. Okay. I once cut my hair so short that nobody recognized me. My father, my boyfriend, no one. Well, that's something. Hi, Nuria. Hello. Okay. Okay, Chrissy, I got told that Australia has the best sunscreen. Is it because they have the high skin cancer rates? Probably yes. It is nothing for people to go to the doctor to get their skin cancers cut out. For example, look, to be honest, I think it's because I'm not going to say all. I'm going to say a lot of Australians like to be outdoors, and it's the weather that encourages us to be outdoors. It is something that we that we enjoy. So therefore, the sun hits us a lot. So for example, if you're in a country where it's cold, well, you're less likely to go outside. You're always covered, aren't you? So the answer is yes. I suspect we have the highest skin cancer rate in the world, and we have some very good sunscreen. Like Plus. And plus we're always encouraged to, like, for example, if you're going swimming, a lot, especially like with the little kids, we wear rashies, or what they're called, like, we cover ourselves when we go swimming, believe it or not. But like a swimsuit, but it's like an underwater swimsuit, but more like a top, things like that. I don't know how to explain it. If there were any Australians here, they'd probably understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, I have not bought any at all this year so far. Well, not with my money anyway. See, that's sitting on the fence, Jelena. I know. Well, technically you haven't bought, so we'll say that. You know, technically, yes. All right. So, now this goes to. Let me see first before I say anything. Okay, Nan says, yeah, I once cut my hair really short when I was 8 months pregnant. I look like a pinhead. Oh, hi Chandri, hello. Guess what comes to my door tomorrow? Come on, Chandri, tell us. I got the 520 Brut Funa pencil set for $60. Now, please explain, are these coloured pencils? These sounds like coloured pencils. Are these coloured pencils? Oh, okay. From Temu? Okay, they offered $40 coupon and no tax, so I was like, let me try that. I have the 180 Brut Funa, and they are amazing. Wow. Okay. I know. Chandri always finds like the best deals out. Oh, okay. So, time? It's nearly 1:30 MD there. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay, yes, they are, and they are like Prismacolor. Very beautiful pigment. Ooh. Are they still on sale? Could you put a link in the Share Your Art with Xrissart? Oh my God, are they still for sale? I mean, here's me. I talk about light fast pencils, my light fast Derwent, but you know, I'm up for trying things. Okay. Sometimes, yeah. And it's very beautiful pigment. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, you will do? Okay, cool, Chandri. Cool. Now, can someone tell me what is Temu? Is Temu like Amazon? Is that what it is? Is that the... Is that... I think... Is that the... And are they from China? And is that the Chinese... Is that the... Is that the answer... Is that Amazon's competitor? Temu? Because I have heard of people shopping from there. I have seen it when I'm scrolling on Facebook. I've seen advertisements of it and I'm really interested. They went down in price without even a coupon. This site is amazing too. They will refund you the money back immediately if you find it there for a better price. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm going to have a look. Okay, they're only $72 now. Okay, so in Aussie dollars, we probably have to pay a lot. Okay, or more like a wish competition. Okay. Well, in the past weeks, I've been talking about... Hang on. Nope. I've been talking about calligraphy and paper and all of that. All I do all day is think and talk art. I'll tell you that now. One, it's my occupation. It makes me think a lot about art and think about all of the potential projects which I would like to do, which I can't really do until I finish some very big ones. Okay, Nan says it's a Chinese marketplace, cheaper stuff than Amazon, but people are finding good art supplies, including watercolor paper, on the site. Yeah, interesting. All right, speaking about Prismacolor, we will miss the lavender and lilac as Prismacolor have discontinued them. You know what it is, Ali, when's, and it's only, the only reason why I say this is because I work in an art shop, and, you know, one of my jobs is ordering art supplies, would you believe it, from manufacturers, and talking to manufacturers about things and finding out new products, right? And the reason why they discontinue, I mean, there's many reasons why they discontinue, but one of them is because sometimes they try to source a pigment and it might be too expensive to get that particular pigment that they've been using all that time. So they're compelled to discontinue. But then with saying that, then they try to, you know, they don't want to totally betray their customers, and what they try to do is they try to find something, an alternative, and I've come across that in my experience now, I can say that. So it could be, if they're not having if they're not going to do lavender and lilac, they'll probably find something similar. Yeah, so Cherry says, my husband got some t-shirts from Temu. Wow. How is the quality? Yeah. Oh my God. I even got $11 back just now. So I only paid $49. Wow. Yes, that is a very big wow. Thank you, Chandri. I'm going to have a look at that. Totally having a look at that. Lottery winning. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, so yes. Now, some weeks back, you know that I had purchased some ink, and I want to get into calligraphy in a very big way. And so this one, now we were talking, Abigail was talking about Roa Klingner, if I can pronounce that right. My gosh. So as you can see. And of course, the Herbin inks, they're French. But with this in particular, this is a very interesting, Herbin have got lots of inks, I'll tell you that now. But this one in particular is scented. So could you imagine, and of course, the little glass bottle, you rest your pen, your fountain pen, your brush, whatever it is that you're painting with. All right. So when we say purchases, right. I've bought this calligraphy pad. It's a practice pad. Do you really need 520 new pencils, says Nanette. No, but I want. Well, I want to see. I'm curious. So this is really interesting. First of all, let's just do that. So I'll put this aside. So this is a pad that you buy, but then there are guides. Oh, this is very stroby, so I won't move it. I've got, hang on. There are, now I don't know if you're old enough, but when I was in school, we used to use these guides when they used to teach us how to write modified cursive, okay? So what we did was we would slide this bit of paper underneath the sheet, and we would use this as a guide when we were taught how to write when I was, you know, a little girl. So we would use this as a guide to do modified cursive. They don't do that these days, you know, because we've got phones and computers, and it is so much easier for people to text and write this way. But I think, you know, you don't see that very often. So anyway, so this particular practice pad has three different kinds of, and I'll show you what happens. So, you know, there's numbers on the side, like, and then there's degrees of, like, the diagonal bit, you know what I mean? So I thought, you know what, I'd really like to start writing, and because it's something that I'd like to do for my children and my grandchildren, is write recipes in a book, perhaps. Because now that I think about my aging parents, and particularly my aging mum, she had so many recipes and stuff like that, which I'd like to pass down to my children or my grandchildren. And it's, you know, it's a very nice way to present that, you know, to flick back. So we were talking about, so that's my purchase. Also, where did it go? This is a cheapy thing. There's so many fountain pens and stuff like that. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something, because you could spend a lot of money on pens. But this one is a cheapie. Okay, so what it is, I know. Yeah, here we go. Hang on. So, is it this way? So what it is, you with this one, where did it go? You suck the, you know, you suck the that's a terrible way to say it. You know, I don't want to make a mess, but this particular one, you can suck the, almost like syringe the ink, right? And, you know, and the reason why it's clear is because so I could see how much ink I've got, and then to re-ink or refill. But what's supposed to happen? Why isn't it doing it? What's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to push that in. There we go. There we go. It's working. Look at that. Okay, so can you see? So what happens is you draw the ink out of this one. Now, like I said, this is a cheapy thing, so I really want to see how I'll go with it. But yeah, so this, and of course this one is by Herban. Yeah. Lots of people love Temu for its low prices and selection of products, but many complain about long shipping times, low quality items, or poor customer service. I haven't used it yet. Yeah, I haven't. Okay. Okay, Cherry says they used to put the lined paper in writing pads too when we used it to write and letters. Write actual letters. Yes, I remember penmanship classes. There you go. Okay, there's a few. Okay, so suck it up, hoover it up. Okay, I've gone all red now. Just okay, back to this. So I'm trying to find lovely journals, and now I've received this, but I haven't used it because I didn't want to use it just for anything, but I am going to use this. Now someone, should I say someone in this group, has very nicely given me this, and the paper is Hannah Mueller paper. Look how beautiful it is. So you don't have to do, this is just exquisite. So, and I have shown this before, but now I'm going to be using this, and look at that, look how beautiful this is. I'm going to use this for my journaling. Okay. All right, let me see. Cat and Paste, lovely artwork. May I ask if you're using using black Pastelmat? I am using, I don't think Pastelmat make black watercolor paper, but this is the darkest Pastelmat that they have, which is anthracite. Yeah, it is the darkest. So, yes. Yes, Abigail. Abigail is the one who made this. This clever lady made this. Just beautiful. And as you can see, I've got it, and it's so precious that I was too scared to use it. But now I know what I'm going to use it for. Definitely. Okay. All right, so yeah, so there that is my oh gosh, here we go. That is there. You know what? I'm thinking of doing this in watercolor. I think I'm going to use a lot of shall we say masking fluid for the white. Yes, so yeah, so ooh. Oh, wonderful. Cat and Paste is an amazing artist. Oh, love to see you. Oh, yes, you must. Oh, how do we, hang on. Okay, well, for everyone, well, maybe, Abigail, you can put a link to Cat and Paste artwork in our Facebook group. Now, it's a very good segue here for me to talk about Share Your Art with Xrissart. Share Your Art with Xrissart is a Facebook group where we continue the conversation from the live stream. And what Share Your Art with Xrissart is to share your art, share perhaps maybe your profile, share your ideas about art, share good deals to get where you get art supplies. Let me see, where a good video, a YouTube video that you think that the group would be happy to view. Pretty much this is what yeah, so if you could share Cat and Paste artwork on our Facebook group, and of course the link is in the description box below. If you wanted to become a member, go ahead, and one of the admins, I'm sure, will accept you. The only thing I ask is that no politics, and just be nice to each other. Okay, the dark background has added so much wonderful depth and drama. Thank you, Kat. Yes, I've also used black as well in the back. So as you can see, look how much darker that is. But I have mixed it with other pan colors. Yes. Yeah, it's interesting the kind of effects that you can get. Yeah. The background is like space. Yes, it is, isn't it? Okay. All right, so yeah, so I was thinking this is what I'd like to do. So for example, like, you know, is there when it comes with me putting these journal, and the thing is I'm going to try to do one for each of my children, you see, so I'm going to be very busy. So writing, yeah. For all of those who may be hearing a bit of noise at the moment, it's my husband. He's just about to go out riding on his motorbike, and it's just pulled out in front of my studio. So if you're hearing a bit of noise, that's what it is. He'll be out soon. Yeah. I'm actually liking the violet bit. As far as the shadows are, of course this brush is giving me absolute control with the pans. Painting wet style, only dry. Chrissy, have you looked up junk journaling? No. Junk journaling. Oh, can you share that on Share Your Art as well? Junk journaling. You'll have to put a post up. Junk journaling. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask. So for all of those here, for example, look, really, people journal, and it's a personal thing, I feel. Sometimes you're creating images in your journal, but you know, it's not, to some people it's very private, but to others it's not. Okay, so just let me put it that way. In my case, say for example my children, say I've made a particular dish, and say my daughter would say, oh mum, what's the recipe for that? Do you know what I mean? Or if there's a nice little story that I have in my mind, and it could be fictitious, it could be anything, you know, it could be a fictitious story, and I want to write a story, so I put it in there. If I want to draw a little, I don't know, a little picture, a little painting, an apple, a pear, a coloured pencil piece, whatever, you know, and I'd put that in there. So I think this is where vanity comes in. I think this is vanity, actually, when I think about it. So I've got a legacy when I've passed away that they may not care about it. They may shove it in, I don't know, in a cupboard or in a drawer somewhere. But I don't know. It would be something nice to leave behind when I leave this world, and they can actually, yeah, you could write a poem for a journal. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, writing a poem, writing a recipe. What else could I do? Oh, there's lots. I mean, there's lots. You know, it's whatever is personal. It's whatever is personal to you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So this is why that's why I'm getting into calligraphy in this way. It's very much vanity now that I think about it. And if I ever have the time, you know, then it would be then my grandchildren's turn. You know what I mean? Grandparents play a crucial role in the security of a child. I feel exactly the same, Chrissy, which is why portrait work has been a focus. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah. yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. You know, I'm going to, I mean, well, I know my daughter, I know my children would appreciate it. Anyway, I know that they would. So, I mean, if my grandmother had done that for me, oh my gosh, that would be such a treasured, like a treasured thing for me. You know. Yeah, for sure. Laramie, hello, hello. Brenda, my gosh, I haven't seen you in ages. Hello, hello. I hope all is well. I hope you're healthy, because I know last time we talked, you were going through some operations. You had a lot of pain. So I hope you are well. Okay. And guys, who cares if it's vanity? Leave your legacy. It is crucial because you can. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's only that it just came to me as I was talking about it. But yeah, I think, yeah. So I know my daughter would appreciate it. And I don't know about my grandchildren. My grandchildren are not adults. So, but that would be up to my children to encourage. How about that? I don't know if I'll be here long enough for them to be adults. There's only one of my children producing at the moment, so so I don't know how far I'll go, but these are my thoughts. So that's why I thought, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice? And then that's when I thought, so when they open the journal, this one has perfume violet, this one has perfume lavender. Well, they'll probably fall asleep. Doesn't lavender make you fall asleep? Is it lavender that calms you down and they'll fall asleep? Yeah, probably. Okay, Chrissy, still in pain. Been in therapy for 10 weeks. Still neck pain. Oh. Well, my dear, courage is all I'm going to say. Courage, and yeah. I haven't missed anyone. Okay, hope you hit. Yeah, exactly. All right, so these have been my thoughts. Oh, and I'm going to learn something new, but also I'm going to learn how to matte frame. All these things that I've got in my head, only because I'm going to learn how to matte frame my paintings, because I'm sick and tired of spending a lot of money on matte framing. And I suppose you could say, when I finish my artwork, you can just leave it like that, but I always like to matte frame it, so when it's ready to be sold, if it ever is, that it just goes and I don't have to worry about it too much. And plus it helps me protect, and I like the presentation. So there's something else. So, and I know that is an expensive, thing. Yes, it is. So lots of things to think about. I have so much in my mind. You know what? I need I think 3 lifetimes to do all the things that I want to do. So hurry up, Chrissy. Finish what you got to do. Okay. Abigail says, I was planning on taking macro pictures of butterflies, but it was too windy. Then I found some blueberries. Change of plans. I've made ink. You've made ink? just amazing. Sending positive, yeah. I tell you what, you know what I think is a nice thing? A nice thing is to be able to be creative no matter what you do. Not to be, I mean, you may prefer to be idle, that's okay, and you may be idle because, you know, you're not able to do something because of a, like it might be a physical thing. You might be in pain with your hand or your eyesight or something like that. I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about for those, it's interesting to be able to be doing things all the time. Well, I'm talking in an art or creative point of view here. I just think the world has so much to offer, and we've just got to be always positive and always, it's a nice feeling inside to be able, when you've created something, and it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. I mean, like, as in bad when I say that it's, if it's not at the level that you want. But it's good to be, once you've completed something, you go, wow, I finished that. I felt really good doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's, could that be mojo, our mojo? That could be it. Could be mojo. Having your mojo, I think that's what it is. Yeah. And you know what? This group inspires, you guys inspire me so much. Like, I always feel like, oh, geez, okay, look, I want to do that now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so into it. Oh, I'm just, you guys are so inspiring. I feel so excited all the time when I see that you've all done something so magnificent. Oh, look. And you think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I really am inspired. I'm going, oh, gee. Or, for example, I think Abigail suggested that we do a project with mediums that we haven't done in a long time. And immediately I thought to myself, yes, I want to go and do an oil, maybe just a small little oil painting, nothing too big, nothing that's going to take me a long time to do. So I think these are the sorts of things which are really cool. So it's really cool that you guys, that you come up with all of these fantastic ideas. Okay, have to go to sleep. Okay, I'm snorting. Here to stay. All right, Abigail, thank you so much for popping in to say hello. Always appreciate it. You know that. Yeah. Of course, it's Friday evening for you. It's a work day. You've had a work day, so. But yes, good night. Have a nice weekend as well. Okay, absorbing information, creating and producing. Everyone has interesting art. Absolutely. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, now this, that suggestion is what made me working with Graphitint this week. Oh, yes, there you go. See? Yes. Love it. I'm going to have a look at those coloured pencils that Chandri talked about. Not that I need coloured pencils, you know that. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I also want to be able to matte my matte frame. So that means I would need what we call here like a Corflue board, or a mounting board, you would call it. Yeah, I'd have to learn how to do that. But you know what? You need cutting utensils. You know, that's the thing. That's what's going to cost me a bit. But look, I'm okay with that. Making progress, Chrissy, yeah. Okay. I've been back to pastels after my experiment. Very good, Cherry. And then it says, yep, and I don't feel guilty about them anymore. That's okay. Making progress, Chrissy, thank you. Yeah, stay with gouache, yes. Yeah. Oh, look, you know, and then you can come back to, come back to mediums backwards and forwards until sometimes you work it out. Hey, you know. Okay, as you can see, the pastel is very stubborn on Pastelmat. Okay, no matter what you're using, whether you're using soft tools, pastel pencils, whatever. The whole point of Pastelmat is that you're able to layer. Oh, look, I tell you what, now that I say that, yesterday, at my place of work, someone came in to purchase some pastels. And I could tell, he said that he's sort of fairly new, but not brand new, you know what I mean? And I said to him, I go, how are you going with paper? I go, have you tried Pastelmat? And the fellow said, Pastelmat, what's that? I go, well, let me show you. So I showed the gentleman Pastelmat and the fact that it was very soft. Now I said to him, now can I just say, having said that, everyone works differently. Some people like grit, some people like a lot of grit, some people don't like grit at all. You know, it's always a preference. So I'm saying that it's a preference. So this fellow, he'd been using Colour Fix, the original, and he showed me some of his work, and it was just incredible, really, really nice. Anyway, so I said to him, I go, have you tried Pastelmat? And he said to me, look, I like to layer and I like to blend. I go, well, this is the paper for you. So I'll be interested if he contacts our shop, or if he puts in an order for more Pastelmat, because he is from Sydney. I work closer to Newcastle. It's about 2 hours away. I'm 2 hours north of Sydney. Let's just say, for the purposes of this argument. So yeah, so I'll be interested to see if he orders Pastelmat or what he thinks. He might not like it. You know, you just don't know. But I have not been able to move away from this paper when it comes to this kind of technique. And I love paper, all kinds. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got a bit of a fetish for paper, so it's not a very good thing. That well, it's better to have that fetish than anything else, I suppose. But yeah. So that was interesting, an interesting conversation, and getting interested into pastel pencils. So I, suggested a few here and there, just to try one or two, MD says pastel colours are amazing to those who know how to use it. Oh, look, you know what? You can do it too, MD. Anyone can do it. I promise you, anyone can. All you've got to do is have the energy to do it, or the passion to do it. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't come out the first time, the second time, the third time. Heck, you'll always have hits and misses. I have them all the time. So don't think like that. Keep on going. Okay. Cat and Pay says, I ordered the Derwent tinted charcoal paint pan from Amazon, and they kept sending me graphite tint paint. Pans in error, 3 by 3 in total. Now, oh my gosh. Hi Cheryl, hello. Okay, New Zealand, you're ahead. You're about 3 hours. Are you about 3 hours ahead of us here in Australia, on the east coast that is? So it'd be close to lunchtime there for you today, isn't it? Nice to see you here, Cheryl. Yeah. Yeah. So interesting of choice of paper. And of course then there's the velour paper. I tell you what, total respect to those that can use the velour paper. I know that Sennelier make velour, and that the Hahnemuller make that velour paper. Tip my hat off to you. How you use that, it's just, although you're using pastel, it's a totally different painting technique that you need for that paper. Okay, so there you go. Oh, so it's 11, so you're only a couple of hours. All right, cool, Cheryl. Cat and Paste, can I call you Cat? If that's all right. What pastel pencils would you recommend? That's how I happily found you. I've been researching pastels all day. All right. Pastel pencils. Here we go. Very good question. Very good question. Okay, I have a few which are right next to me here, and I will pull them out and I'll talk about them. Here we go. Gioconda. Is that the Gioconda? Yep. The Derwent. The Bronzale. Look, it's let me just, here we go. All right. I think these are it that I've got at the moment. All right. Pastel pencils that I use, and I tell you what, Cat, people here, yeah, yes, go by Cat, my initials. Oh, okay, cool, Cat. Oh, cool, Cat, there we go. There's a lot of people here in the chat that also are very experienced with these as well, but I will talk about it. Okay, these are the ones that I like to use. There's one where it's called Bronzale, and they're Dutch. Very soft. Well, first of all, I'll tell you what they are. Bronzale pastel pencil I use. That's one. Number two, and I'll tell you why I have them, why I use them, what I like and what I don't like about them. And of course, this is my opinions. They're not, everyone else is different, I'm sure. I have the Derwent. I have the Giocondas. The Carbothello. Gosh, that's a few, isn't it? The Faber-Castell Pitt pastel pencil, and the Conti. Now, if we're going to talk about softness and hardness between each one, and maybe people in the chat might vary their opinion, but I'll tell you, I'll go from soft to the hardest. The softest amongst these pastel pencils that I have, I would rate this, the Brunsale, soft out of all of these pastel pencils. And how I would use the soft is if I've already got a whole heap of pastel layer down, and I mean a heap, my go-to would be the Brunsales, okay, because they're soft, they're buttery, and they won't it won't make indentation into my pastel work. So that is the reason why I enjoy using the Brunsales, and I love the colour. The second softest, I would say, would be the Giocondas. They're made by Kohinoor. Gioconda, you know what? These two, I would think very side by side. Their colours are almost identical. Here we go. Like almost identical. Look, here we go. This is the Brunsale and this is the Gioconda. I swear they're so close. Right? So it all comes down to resources. Okay, so I feel that that would very close there. So then my next one would be the Carbothellos. Now they're the good all-round pastel pencil. If you could only afford one set, this would be the one that I would go with. If I could only afford this one. Mind you, there's a lot that I've actually bought bits and pieces of, and of course there's a few that I've bought a set of, I'm not going to say, but yeah. So this would be the good all-round pastel pencil that I would use if I couldn't have anything else. But it's in the middle. It's not too soft, not too hard. Okay. My next one would probably be the Contis. They're they're harder. I feel that they're harder than the Conti. And it's interesting that the pastel pencil for the Conti, the core is so much thicker than all of them. There's so much, you're getting quite a bit of bang for your buck for that. So the core is much thicker, but this is how I would rate them. Next, I would probably, and I like the colours in this one, so that's one of the reasons why I like using that. Now, these two, the Faber-Castell, the Pitt Pastel by Faber-Castell would be the one that I would turn to for the details. That would be one of the ones that I would go for a detail. And it's a harder core, but a very reliable pastel pencil. So, but then there's the Derwent. Ooh, the Derwent. Probably not my favourite, but it's one that I always go to as well with colours. And I believe that they're not as scratchy as they used to. I think they may have changed their recipe. So as you can see, I do use them a lot. You know, like I do use them. See, this is what I mean. And I use them for colours, mainly. I love the Derwent have got beautiful colour choices in all of their range, like coloured pencil, Inktense, the whole thing. I just love their colours. Just, I don't know what it is about it that I do. So if you're asking me which is my favourite, please don't ask me which is my favourite. It's ones that they all do something different for me, and I really enjoy using them for all of those reasons. So okay, we are all beginners at some point, and yeah, I am a beginner in gouache. Oh look, me too. Okay, Kat, that's you're welcome. Okay, sometimes I ask myself, What am I doing here among you all art? Oh, no. Don't be saying that. No. No. No, we all start somewhere, like Nanette said. Yes, of course. Okay, Chrissy, you're not using white. Nanette says, don't ask that. No one here judges where you are. No, of course. That is the good thing about our group here. People here, yes, always. That's what I'm saying. Like here, everyone has got so much information to share. So there you go about the pastel pencil. Oh my gosh. And look, you can see how I use these. I use them all. I use them all. What else can I show you that, yeah, I use them all, as you can see. So, and they all have their place with me. So, yeah. So where am I? I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people here willing to help. Very encouraging group. Thank you. It's my soul. My soul wants to paint something near, maybe. Yeah. All you got to do is start. Where it takes you, who knows? And it's all about experimenting too, MD. Make sure that you experiment. Oh, Maria, hello. You prefer the Conti. Hello, welcome to the chat. You prefer the Contis? See, there you go. Every artist has their favorites. Oh, yeah. And can you tell me why you prefer the Paris, the Contis? Well, apart. I mean, they have got the thickest core. I think then comes, I feel, the Derwent have got the next biggest, I think, as far as the size of the core. Do you know what I mean? So, very hard to... So if you're comparing it, say, to... It's not a very good example. You can't tell, but well, you can tell this way. But you can just see that there's there's quite a lot of bang for your buck there. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what do you like about the Contis. They've got some lovely colours too, but it's not a very big set. I think from memory it's about 48 in the Conti pastel pencil set. And I believe that I think a lot of these pastel sets, I think Derwent makes 72 from memory. The Carbothellos, I think, is it around 48? The Brunzales are about 48, the most. Okay, I'm thinking the Pit sounds the most enticing. I only have hard, soft pan and oil pastels, so of course I need a pastel pencil too. Yes, yeah. You've got hard, soft, and pans and oil pastels. Yeah, I think you're thinking the Pit. But don't overlook the Stabilo Carbothellos, only because it's an all-round, and if you're thinking of one particular set. Because don't forget, when you build your layers, you might scratch this, depending on how much pastel you've put down, Kat. You might pick some of your pastel layers that you've already laid down. Carbothello have 60. Okay, well there you go. See, I'm not sure. Yeah, 60. Is it 60? Wow. And I look at these every day. 60. Okay. Yeah, Derwent I think 72. Wouldn't it be nice if they had like 120 or something? Gosh. Yeah. Okay, this is this fellow's apron strap. So here I've got to make sure. Oh, I need my small brush here. That's his strap. This, ooh, that's his strap. I've got to be real careful here. There it. Okay, that's his uniform. That's the strap. This is why it's taken me forever to do this. You need so much concentration. Yeah. You might want those too. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, Cherry says, yeah, I don't really like pastel pencils or soft pastels, but love my pans. Well, there you go. See? So nice. That's okay. Oh dear, now I might want those too. I had to ask, didn't I? Yes, well, but it's interesting, with everyone else here in the chat that uses the pastel pencils, would you agree with some of the things that I've said? Or what is your experience is probably... oh, okay, Maria, you don't speak English very well. That's all right. No worries. No worries. All good. No problems. We will understand what you're trying to tell us. So that's all good. I hope you can understand me. A lot of people can't. They'll go, what are you saying now, Chrissy? So, and I'm sure that there are people in the chat that will, who know me now, that will translate Australian. Okay, maybe I say like the Indians, Afghani. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. No. What I'm trying to do is just make sure that I don't lose my dark bits, because it's just going to make or break this this fabric. So Cherry, can you please remind me again how big yours is? Oh yes, one of the biggest, yeah, how big yours is. And Cherry is one of probably the most experienced here in pastel pencils, because Cherry uses these extensively. So very good. Oh gosh. So Cherry says, yeah, I would agree with you. I'd start with the Carbothello, as they don't scratch layers off, but Pitt, good for small details. There you go. Yes, Cherry, everyone here, is like the pastel pencil queen, I would say. Yeah. She uses these a lot. You did yours in A4. Okay, so half of this. Okay. Well, now I don't feel so bad that I'm taking forever to do mine. Oh, dear. What can I say? Okay, this... Oh, I forgot to... This is his strap. There, I must draw that in so I know that that is there. Oh wow, I forgot that bit. There we go. Wow. No, I didn't mention Cretacolor. Funny you should say. Yeah, I find that really, oh, okay, let's see. Do I have Cretacolor? I think I've got Cretacolor. Why are they not in here? Well, there you go. No, I didn't mention Cretacolor. So there you go. There's another one, Kat. Hello. Yeah. Okay, Cheryl, okay, sorry. And Cheryl says, okay, if I need detail, I just use my normal coloured pencils in a piece. Well, there you go. See? That's all right too. Because that was the size of the frame I had. Oh, okay. Working in an art supply shop must be like working in a candy. Oh, look, I tell you, you have no idea how many times I walk past certain products and I go, oh, that'd be nice. Yes, it is. It's very difficult. Well, what's interesting is that when new products come in that I haven't seen, that's the most difficult part. Yeah. Okay, Cherry says, yeah, I've not tried those. Now I'll have to look. There we go. Yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, they're about like the Carbothellos. Okay. There we go. I know this is looking a bit blotchy. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. What is it? All roads lead to Rome. You'll get used to any pastel pencil as long as it's pigmented enough. Oh, yeah. And that's the main thing, isn't it? Yeah. Just found a new arts craft store here in New Zealand. Over the 3 floors. Haven't been there yet. Maybe one day. 3 floors of an art shop. Oh, my gosh. Okay, I find Derwent Dioxazine Purple is my favourite pastel pencil in the world. Yes, yes, yes. Well, as you know, I'm all about purple. My logo's in purple, and Dioxazine Purple is one of my favourites too. Great minds think alike, most definitely. Okay, you have all mentioned every brand that I've been researching today, so glad my search led me here. Oh, well, there's a whole heap of people here, Kat, that do a lot, are doing a lot, have done a lot, that can give you so much information. You're going to have to go over to our Facebook group and become a member, because we talk a lot about things that we discover, and if you have a question, I'm sure that there is someone in the group that is able to share some information with you. We don't have any mysteries here. There's no mystery or anything like that. No way. Happy to share what we discover. I mean, I've been discovering and experimenting with so much myself, but there's a lot of people here that discover and experiment so much more. I found Janice, who is not here in the chat today, experiments a lot. Abigail, Chandri, look, I can keep on going. There's a lot here. So by all means, if you like, but maybe you're not into Facebook, but that's okay. You can always come here and ask questions, and there's always someone here that can help you. But can I ask you a question, Kat? Where are you from in the world? That's my question. Because here we've got people from the Netherlands, we've got the UK, we've got Spain, we've got the US, we've got, who else can I think of here? Canada, Australian, yep. So we've got all kinds of the Middle East. I think MDs from the Middle East. We have Ali as well. Not sure. I think Ali's in the UK. Are you in the UK, Ali? If you're still here, that is. Yeah. Okay. You don't have a Facebook yet, and yeah. No. Look, that's okay. All good. Well, you can come here and talk to us here. You're in Canada. Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh, he's in Saudi Arabia. Okay. All right. Okay, Cretacolor is on my wish list now. Oh, and Maria, you're from Brazil. See, there you go. See, I wasn't sure. Isn't it fantastic? I think it's absolutely fantastic. And oh yeah, New Zealand. There you go, Kiwi. New Zealand and Australia, they're sisters, aren't they? They're sisters. Very much. They're sort of like Bill and Ben, aren't they, Cheryl? Sorry, that's that was a little cut, like a little program when I was a little girl. Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men, so they were always together. It's just like a little thing, but yes, isn't it? New Zealand, we're sisters. All right. Okay, so, yep, we are. There you go. Cool stuff. All right. Well, look, I just thought let's see what's going on here. Look, you know what? I know it's slow. But I'm really enjoying it. Wow, our art family from all over the world, and I love it. And I'm so grateful for all of your time, which is really, really precious to me. So thank you so much for always being there. You guys are really cool, really cool. All right, well, let's see. Okay, I managed to do this. This was something. Okay, and we talked about lots of other things. So I hope you all have a nice weekend. And a nice week for the rest of the week next week. Yes, a great art family. There we go, a nice family. Okay, everyone, bye for now, and we'll talk again next time. Okay.